Islam, beloved, nobility, wisdom, strength, and beauty. Shalom, Mishkael. I am created in my Father's image. Abba, Father, who is Allah. Arm, leg, arm, head. As I am man, master, able, noble. God, generator, operator, destroyer, Lord of the earth. I reserve all of my rights without prejudice, without recourse. Bringing you an update, if you will, as you watch those videos. I was wrongfully, unlawfully, and illegally kidnapped, assaulted, and even worse, poisoned. I have been in extreme pain this last week while preparing all of the necessary filings that I will need. It's been a very busy week. So that night, the Starbucks workers had conspired, and I'll tell you how I know this, because when I arrived at that Starbucks to do some work, about 10 minutes after I arrived, two of the policy enforcers, we'll call them, from the airport came into the Starbucks. And the young lady that worked there, every time we're there, we always see her hugging and smiling and cockling with the policy enforcers. And so it was shortly after they left that she began to harass me and accuse me of sleeping and telling me that I couldn't be in the store with my hoodie on because it looks like I was sleeping. And so she continued to create a controversy until I was assaulted and kidnapped. And so shortly after they had taken me, my warrior empress, Kara El, she was still there, and she took pictures. These two young ladies were definitely asleep. No one called the police on them. You see? And if you look in the video, you can see the young lady in the gold suit. She was sitting next to me. And I pointed the camera at her and told her, don't worry, it'll be all right. So I won't go into more detail into what actually happened afterwards because I'm still preparing my statements and affidavits. Right now, going to enjoy a nice lunch. I have some delicious eggplant, some potatoes and cauliflower, and some garbanzo beans. I want to encourage you to do your best to eliminate sugar and salt from your diet. Since I was released, the entire time I was in there, I did not eat much of anything, and definitely didn't consume any sugar. And a few days ago, I noticed mold starting to fall off moles that have been on my body for maybe a decade. So I realized that sugar has a definitely direct effect on our physical bodies and the workings, as well as salt. I used to love eating potato chips, and now I am going to love eating peanuts because the salt is very dangerous. The sugar is very dangerous. So I also have a little garlic bread, and I'm going to enjoy this while I continue to type up the necessary filings that will be going out soon. I ordered a printer so I don't have to keep running to Office Max or Staples waiting for the printer to arrive. Hopefully, it will be here today. And I will rather show how to type up everything after we get the final recompense and we are rewarded for being violated. So it may take a few weeks. Stay tuned if this is something that matters to you, interests you. Just know that I adore you, my people, my sons, my daughters, and remember always that we are a people who believe, we are a people who know. We don't believe in anything. We either know it or we do not. And if we do not, we seek to know. And some of us, we prefer to know hands-on. And knowing something hands-on brings that thing to life in your life, in our life, so that we can be accounted as a workman, tried and true. Always tried, never denied, ready to be tried again. And so hopefully I can get everything out in the mail as much as possible by tomorrow, Friday, and go and get some therapy for the extreme pain I've been in. My spine is crooked, is something is out of place, and it's causing a lot of pain. So it's very hard for me to sit up straight, but I've been battling through it to get these filings completed, so that we can document everything. I received word that several of our brothers and sisters have experienced the same kidnapping, the same changing their names to Jane and John Doe, the same keeping them in solitary confinement for months, 3 and 4 months at a time. So we know that this is a conspiracy, and this conspiracy is across the land in all of these corporate security firms. So we also noticed this past month that nature did come to our aid as the locusts and the bees attacked, and they will continue to attack until the usurpers have been removed completely. And I'll tell you more about that later. So be encouraged. Have no fear, for our Creator and our ancestors have not left us with any fear, but they've left us with wisdom, strength, and beauty. And these are the principles, as well as peace, love, truth, freedom, and justice. If you look in my heading, you will see that I wrote peace, love, truth, faith, and justice. I want you to take a moment to meditate on that word, and as I've described it and related it to freedom, as I was instructed by our ancestors. So I will return soon with more updates, and we will see this thing through. And today there was some ruling in Supreme Court about excessive fines. I'm going to do some more research on that. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to email me. And I will get back to you as soon as possible. And with that, peace and love, life forever.